Hello once again and welcome back to the evolution of the live stream route. This is part number 9 for those of you keeping track. Part number 9, yes, in the series, an ongoing series as it is. Last time we were here, we just basically took a run through of the route, basically looked at everything from Riverbend all the way up to Winter Haven, to Mooncrest, and out to Lakewood. And Lakewood is where I think we're going to start off today. We're going to get going and work on some expansion out that way. We want to expand a little bit to the west, so Lakewood would be the place to do that since it's at the western end of the layout. And here's where the basically where the action is going to be taking place. I've been wanting to do this, so before we do too much, I want to add on a couple boards out here to the west and put those on. There we go. We got one down, and I think I'll put another one down here just because. So let's spin back around. We decided earlier on in the live stream that we wanted to come through that hill, expand the main line through there. Couldn't decide if we wanted to do a valley or a tunnel, and finally the decision was made that we're going to do a tunnel through the hill. So jump over the other side, do a little bit of terraforming over here. Instead of having a tunnel just pop out of the side of a hill like that, give it a little valley to kind of work in a little bit. And yeah, terraforming can take a little, that's an art form in itself, as I've said before, and that should be good enough to start with, I think. So let's go back over here, put the expansion on, actually, move a couple things around. Now we're putting the new line in. I'm splitting it at the road there because there's going to have to be a grade crossing there, so might as well just split the track right there. And this is where the tunnel is going to be, and here we go. Let's plant this tunnel down and get things rolling here. There we go. Oh boy. Nice looking tunnel. Just time to go to the wireframe mode here in a moment. There we go. To make sure the tunnel is running a straight line. And some of these tunnels don't like to make their own dig holes, so I had to check that out and make sure. And let's look at the west end of the tunnel once. Flip this thing around and see what's going on over on the other side. We're going to probably put like a passenger terminal in over here or something like that. It's hard to say. No, it looks like there's no dig hole there. Let's try. Oh, there. Yeah, it did make its own dig hole. Good. So that tunnel is in place, ready to go, ready for trains. We just got to figure out what to do on the other end of it now. So time to throw the grade crossing in there. I like when you plant those down, the gates kind of just go up on their own. Yeah, I wish there was kind of an angled crossing because this is going to be a little bit awkward with the way the road runs through there. And you'll see in a moment when we connect up the lanes that it just doesn't sit quite right. And yeah, see how it kind of I don't know. You'll see. We put it on there and look how it kinks up the road there. It's not, I don't know. I'm not real happy with that, but it's kind of, you got to live with it. It is what it is kind of situation. Try to straighten it out a little bit and make it look a little bit better. But really, in that particular location, there's not a whole lot we can do with it. Maybe the idea of building a bridge over, but that would mess with the other line that runs off to the portal over there on the right. So anyway, we'll connect up the track here and we'll call it a day over here, I think, because I'm going to have to do a little bit more thinking about how to deal with that road and what to do with it. See what I mean? It's really kind of awkward looking. So any ideas on that? Of course, by the time you see this, the road will already be in place, and there'll be some pretty big changes on this part of the layout. So we're finished over here in Lakewood. Time to move onward and upward, and literally upward. We're going to go literally miles away from where we are here, and take things kind of in a northwardly direction as we go here. And there we go. Get out to the bigger picture here, because this is quite a ways away from where we've been working. It's way up there. There we go. This little town here, another town without a name, but look at the way the cars are going through town. This is not speeded up footage. This is actual real-time footage here, and these cars are going through town way too fast. So it's time to break out the bulk asset replacement tool, and I'm going to just go ahead and turn it over to Livestream and talk you through this. Bulk asset replace. There we go. All right. And asset to update would be, I'm going to try this. I guess we need to open up a menu over here before I try that. So let's do that. And we'll use the grabber tool for this. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, I need to put that over into this box right here. Okay, we're going to be, let's go with in the current section, and going to replace these high-speed roads down in here with these lower speed roads here. And it should be an almost seamless operation. Here we go. There, look at that. I am pretty happy about that. See how they slow down on there? And looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit over here. So let's go to a selected area. And we hit begin once again. It is so much nicer doing it this way than it is trying to, to do it all by manually. So, yeah, the bulk asset replace is really, really nice to have. Yes, it is. It saved a lot of time. But anyway, back to the voiceover part once again, and moving houses around in the village without a name. We got to figure out a name for this. But laying down some sidewalks and, well, kind of... What in the world did I do there? Oh, I see. We kind of added one on instead of moving. I want to get that right up to the edge of the street there, and I think that looks pretty nice that way. So let's. I guess I decided we need to break it up here, and this road running off, as you'll see here pretty soon, run towards the railroad tracks, and we're gonna have to. Put a grade crossing in and put in another one of my notorious roads to nowhere, even with a grade crossing on it this time. But we see we're extending it up the hill and trying to get it up to the tracks without pooching things up too badly here. And quite honestly, this is where things get a little bit scary for me. I did use the tool to kind of level things off, but anyway, yeah, we've got a nice curve on the tracks there, and it's going to have to, well, I'll turn it over to the live stream audio at this point, and you'll hear what's going on here. I'm scared of doing this. Let's put a spline point right there. Oh, and there. Oh no, this is not looking good. I don't like it. I'm gonna take that piece of track out. Oh man, look what it just did. Let me go into a pick list here and find my grade crossing. Shoot. I'm not really enthusiastic about this one. How about that? Oh, that might work. Yeah, it kind of. I'm kind of gonna work. I'll have to work with that. I think that's the one we'll have to. And let's just hope that the tracks can realign themselves properly here now. It's not looking real good. Okay. Oh my. Where did my tracks go? Oh. I am not liking that. Well, let's Control Z out of that. Okay, that's where the track's supposed to be. Do this one just a little bit more of a twist this way, maybe. Alright, what's going to happen when I connect this track to this side? That one looks like it took, that one looks like it took okay. I like the way that one worked out. Okay, so I've got an idea. I hope I don't pooch this. Let's put another vertex in right here. Okay. I think we might be able to make this. Alright. How bad do we do? How badly do we do? That actually doesn't look too bad at all. I think if I move this one back just a little bit. Oh. We'll fix that. There we go. That worked out better than I kind of hoped it would. Yeah, I hoped it would work out a little bit. I don't know if I can rotate that piece now the tracks are aligned to it or not. I think I could twist it just a little bit more. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, there was a few tense moments there. I just thought I'd leave that audio in there just for the fun of it as we go back to making the street. Now we've got to make a little bit of correction in the street thing going on here. So I think what I'm going to do is plant a vertex in right about the middle between those two and swing that street around so it gives me a nice little 45-degree angle like that. There we go. Let's connectify those up there. And I got some plans for the other side of the tracks up here, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Meantime, we got to get this all leveled off here. We'll go with the terrain leveler, not train leveler, terrain. Okay, well, let's get to work on this road on the other side of the tracks anyway, and we'll work on that. Whoops, we buried the tracks, so that's not going to work that way. So we're swinging it out. We got a tree growing in the middle of the road anyway, so let's swing that up that way just a little bit. Snake it in between the trees there, kind of like some of the back roads around here do. And what the heck did I do there again? I buried the tracks again somehow, and some vertex is all over the place. All right, there we go. We got it straightened out, and we're going to just run that road in typical NJP form, run it off to basically to nowhere. Whoops, it didn't like that. So let's just there we go. Hold down the shift key and push the button and see how it snakes around. Here we go. It's an official road to nowhere because it runs to the end of the world as we know it. So there it is from town. You really can't tell. Let's get back to work on sidewalks now. That's what we're kind of working on before we got all distracted by the road there. And laying these in. And whoops, that isn't gonna work. Yeah, let's there we go. That looks a lot better that way. And now over here we got a curve, and this is gonna look a little awkward at first, but I think once we get this figured out, it's gonna be it'll be all right. And there we go. The stripe toward the road. Whoops, that one's not right. Whoops, what did I do there? Let's Control Z that. There we go. We'll start that from that corner and run it back up to there, and let's straighten that one out. There we go. It's working pretty decently, I think. Small adjustments to the vertices there, and yeah, I like that. So how do I handle the corners on these? Where it's not a curve like that, but it's an actual 90-degree corner, and keep the stripe out. Well, it's a work of art in itself as I get this house placed where it's it looks comfortable there. Okay, so we're stretching that one off to the other side there. And in no way, shape, or form I'm going to get all the sidewalks laid in this video, but as you can see, I'm trying to get those lined up, and I just pushed that one out of the way. And get that one lined up where I want it, and bingo, voila, we have a corner. So there's the little town without a name. And having finished our business in that town, we wandered down the line a ways, and oh boy, look what we came across. There's a train just waiting to be driven away. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's jump in this train and see what it looks like when we go by the things that we just made. Or something like that. We have a green signal, so that means we can go. Forward. Take the brakes off. Oh, that's an ugly sounding horn, but here we go. That's a horrible sounding bell. Oh my goodness. Why are we not moving? Oh, we're making a lot of smoke. There we go. Now we're rolling. Let's turn that thing off. That's awful. The speed limit along here is 40, and we're going a whopping 6 miles an hour. That is really loud. You know, the more I blow that horn, the more I actually kind of like it. It's really, really cool driving through this scenery over here. And you know, you guys watched me build most of this. There's that island I was talking about a little while ago, which you can almost see through the train window. Oh, there's a road. So now if you look off towards the left, you'll see our little village that we've been working on for the last probably close to an hour. And there's our grade crossing up here. Blew the horn too early. There we go. Good enough. Turn that noisy thing off. Oh, we're speeding. I guess we'll throw a little bit of brake on here. Apparently we're going downhill. There we go. Yeah, trains, it may not look really super realistic or anything like that, but you know what? For what it does, this is good enough for me. I love this. Trains has always gotten the NJP stamp of approval, in spite of its little quirkiness and the little anomalies here and there. But overall, you know, it's a great experience. I love it. I mean, what other game can you go into and build stuff like this? Yeah, you can go in Minecraft and build some really cool stuff, and I absolutely adore Minecraft. You know, I'll never give up on Minecraft, but this is so, I don't know. Give it a little bit, throttle it up a little bit. I don't know. I guess I just like running trains. Just one of those things. Yep, our train's still back there. And with our train arriving in Winter Haven, I think it's time to take this session to a close. And got quite a bit done in this part, actually. Part 9 turned out to be a rather productive one. Got a lot of stuff done down in Lakewood, and we got a lot of stuff done in the town with no name. And then we took a ride on the train and did a little rail fanning along the way, and all kinds of cool stuff and things like that. So who knows what nonsense, mayhem, and shenanigans await us in the next part here on the evolution of the live stream route. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate you guys sitting through an almost 20-minute long video here about trains, and the whole series it seems to be going very well. So thanks again. I will talk to you guys again real soon. And of course, as always, whatever it is in life you do, keep on doing what it is you do. Big train, looking good. Well, let's keep these big trains rolling along.